So, you want to manifest getting out of a toxic relationship? Then this video is for you. You live life and you grow up, and at some point you get interested in romantic relationships, and then you start attracting what you think is love. But it turns out later on that what you thought was love was actually not so much about love, but more about codependency and controlling and insecurity and all the things that are negative about relationships. I've been there as well. It's like the first love that you find is the one that you think is real love. And then there is this second love that really teaches you pain, that really lets you see yourself, because the romantic partner is actually a reflection of you. And that second relationship is pain. And it's usually that relationship, that love, that is very toxic. At least that's been the one for me. And then there's this third relationship after you manage to get out of the toxic relationship, because it sort of helped you develop the kind of person that you need to be for the third love that is to come. And then the third love, if you manage to find it, if you manage to attract it, if you manage to allow it into your life, it's just bliss. And that's also been my experience. My now girlfriend, whom I love very much, it's so easygoing and carefree and secure and all the good things that there are about relationships. And having gone through there, I want to help you, because if I manage to do that, then you can manage to do that as well. So, how do you do that? Well, first of all, you lived life and you wanted a romantic partner, and you got into the relationship and you figured that it just doesn't feel right. In your gut, you know that something is wrong. And the reason is that you are not aligned with who you really are. And that's also the reason why the partner, the toxic relationship that you attracted, is representative of that. So your misalignment with who you are manifested the partner that's mistreating you or not respecting you or the relationship the way that you should be respected and treated. But you can change that. There's things you can do to move away from that. And you have to understand a few simple concepts about the law of attraction for that to work. And let me walk you through these concepts that are important to understand in order for you to change all aspects about that relationship that you want to change. So, the first concept about the law of attraction is you live life and it causes you to experience life, and the experience teaches you desire. So you know what you want and you know what you don't want. That's the first step. And there, your work is done. You have changed because of the experience, and your inner being knows what you want and what you don't want, knows what's good for you and what's not good for you. And through your feelings and your thoughts with regards to the subjects that are in your life, like your job, your apartment, your house, your family, your romantic relationship, your feelings with regards to that subject actually teach you what kind of vibration you got active. So, what you should do is you should find ways to feel better about the relationship in order for the relationship to turn around. And more often than not, the toxic relationship emerged because of the image that you have of yourself. And you project that image onto the partner. So, what do I mean by that? It could be that you think of yourself as not enough. This is as good as it gets. I'll never have the love of my life. I can't do that. I'm unable to be loved. So any of the thoughts that you could have about yourself that are insecure, insufficient, below value, subpar value, not being enough, are the first side of the coin. The other side of the coin is you thinking about the people in your life as treating you not the way you should be treated. I don't get the respect I deserve. I don't get the acceptance I deserve. People talk down on me. People criticize my body. Things like that. So the insufficiencies that you have about yourself, you project onto other people. And that's why you have that in your reality. It's only if you feel insecure about your body that people make you feel insecure about your body. It's only that if you are afraid of losing the relationship or the partner that you are showing controlling behaviors. So you catch my drift. Basically, it's thinking about the subject in a way that doesn't feel good. So the solution to that would be finding thoughts that feel good or not thinking about the subject at all. And if you could do that, just chill out and relax and not rush into action. Just withdraw in a positive sense that makes you feel good without you putting a smiley face on, but actually feeling good from the bottom of your heart. If you can manage to do that, then that's the quickest way to get out of the toxic relationship. But there's one key factor about that. It's very hard to do that while you are in the toxic relationship because you sort of have to distance yourself from the reality that you're perceiving. It's the only way, because if you mind reality, if you mind what's happening around you, if you focus on that, then you project that into the future and you will perpetuate the experience. So what you actually have to do is you sort of have to ignore what's happening around you. So if you are mistreated and if you are talking yourself down, if you feel insufficient about yourself, then what you should do in that moment is not jump into the situation. So, for instance, the toxic partner that you have is very aggressive, is very loud. Then don't enter the conflict with your body and your words and your thoughts, but sort of distance yourself from it and soothe yourself into feeling better. You should feel better. Find ways that help you feel better. If you do that, you're slowly moving away from that. Then the frequency of that happening will decrease, and also the magnitude, the momentum, the force with which these experiences happen will also decrease. So basically what this means is you'll find the path of least resistance. Just to give you a little background, to me personally, the path of least resistance occurred in a bang. So I built up resistance with the toxic partner, and it caused so much friction that the force between her vibration and my vibration became so strong that it burst. And that's what was the cause for that experience. But that doesn't have to happen to you. What can actually happen is if you sort of feel good about yourself and feel good about the relationship despite it being bad right now. So again, you sort of have to feel good about yourself and the kind of relationship that you would like to have, even in the face of it not being there. Then what's going to happen is you will start to drift apart. So as I said, the experiences will decrease, the frequency and the magnitude will decrease, and you'll slowly move apart. You'll just zig and zag around. Maybe you won't talk as much with each other. It just sort of happens that you're drifting apart. And naturally, more things will happen that will help you to move apart further as your realities are no longer aligned, but a discrepancy, a difference in vibration emerges that is now the cause for you living different realities. And now that you're not on the same vibration anymore, you must leave each other's reality. So how do you do that? The first thing that I would do is if I feel bad, I would start to meditate. Meditation is like the best thing for you to get out of a very low vibration without putting in a lot of mental effort of soothing yourself and finding better thoughts as you progress up into better feelings. So meditation really helps a lot there. But if you manage to use meditation to get into a sort of neutral or positive state of mind, what you can then use is the soft approach. I call it the soft approach. And it goes like this. You say, wouldn't it be nice if I had blank? So with regards to the toxic relationship, you can say, wouldn't it be nice if I had a relationship that is easy, secure, loving, fun, appreciative, exhilarating, things like that. Just general words, general terms to describe the kind of feeling that you would like to have when you are living that relationship. That's actually what helped me manifest the kind of relationship that I have right now. That was the key that helped me unlock all the delicious experiences I'm living right now. And all it took for me was to sort of chill out and relax. But I totally understand the kind of position that you're in right now, because when I was there, it was many, many years ago, when I was there, working my way up there through all the insecurities and insufficiencies was actually a long haul. So to me at least, it didn't happen in just a couple of days or weeks or months. It actually took me years to completely get that out of my system. So what I want to tell you is that don't give up and keep at it and make it a habit and make it a commitment of feeling good. And I would advise against practicing meditation on a Saturday. Rather, find ways during your day when you feel like, well, my feelings are kind of off. I'm not feeling so good right now. What ways can I find to feel better during my day? So if you make it a habit of feeling better during your day, then what's going to happen is it's going to allow you to manifest what it is that you're wanting quicker. Because my personal experience has been, I practice these things. I practice meditation and scripting, which is basically journaling, and you write about the kind of relationship that you would like to have. And what happened to me was I sort of got into better feeling places, and then I was like, well, I'm good, I don't need to do this anymore. And I stopped doing it. And then slowly I regressed into focusing on the negative aspects again. And at some point I realized, well, what's happening here? I mean, I've drifted apart again. And then I would start practicing these techniques again. So it was like an upwards struggle, but it need not have been an upward struggle had I paid attention to the way I felt throughout my day. And that's the kind of advice that I want to give you, is to focus on how you feel during your day. So to wrap up this video, what is the actionable advice that I can give you? When things are happening inside the relationship and you don't feel so good, distance yourself from the reality of the situation. Find ways to soothe yourself into feeling better. Meditate daily, script daily, mind your thoughts. Whenever you feel bad, soothe yourself again. It's okay where I'm at. Everything is fine. I'm doing all right. And use the soft approach. Wouldn't it be nice if I had that? Anything you can do to reframe the situation and make yourself feel better is going to be the key to help you unlock getting out of the experience you're in right now and move towards the things that you truly want. I hope that was helpful. Stay aligned and talk to you next time.